My dear children of class 9, hope you are doing well. In our last class, we were doing exercise 1.1. I gave you the homework solutions. In this class, I am going to continue with exercise 1.1. Question number 5, part 1. See, these are problem sums. You have to understand the statements very nicely. 42 is divided into two parts, and it is said that the square of one part is equal to the other part. So let one part equals to x. So second part is 42 minus x. Since we are using one variable, so I will write it in this manner. I could have taken y also, but I will use only one variable, so I wrote it in this manner. Total is 42. So if first part is x, second part is 42 minus x. Now according to problem, square of one part is means equal to the other part. So one part is equal to square of the other part, right? So 42 minus x is equals to x square. That is 42 minus x is equals to x square. I have removed the bracket, so minus x comes this side, it becomes plus x. 42 comes this side, becomes minus 42. I have just jumped a step. You can do it in this manner, that is 0 equals to x square minus plus x minus 42. Alright children, now see, I could have done it in this way also, that is x equal to 42 minus x whole square, because one part I can take any one as one part. Alright, I have taken first part as x, so they have not mentioned that first part is the square of first part square is equals to second part. Nothing like that has been mentioned. But if I took 42 minus x whole square, that means I am trying to say it in this manner. If I wrote it in this way, 42 minus x whole square, then I would have to take in this load of using a minus b whole square formula, then breaking this up, then going to find out the quadratic equation. This is much easier, isn't it? So just this one square and these things came this side, right? Next, let's move on to the next sum, 5 part 2. So this is our required quadratic equation. So 5 part 2 states that there are two consecutive odd integers. Their product is equals to 143. So let the first odd integer equals to x. You know the gapping between the odd integers is 2. So the second consecutive odd integer will be equals to x plus 2. Their product means x whole into x plus 2. Product means multiplication. So according to problem, x into x plus 2 is equals to 143. Now I am removing the bracket by multiplying x into x square plus 2x is equals to 143. So 143 comes this side, x square plus 2x minus 143 equals to 0. This is the required quadratic equation. Next we are having 6 part 1. In 6 part 1 it is said that the breadth of a rectangle and length of a rectangle both are unknown to us. Points which are mentioned is that the length of the rectangle exceeds the breadth by 3 meters. So we will assume that let the breadth of the rectangle is equals to x meter. Since its length exceeds means more, is more than the breadth by 3 meters, so the length of the rectangle will become x plus 3 meters. Now length of the diagonal is given. If ABCD is our rectangle where x is the breadth and x plus 3 is the length, then BD is our diagonal. See, this is a right angle triangle, so we will use Pythagoras theorem to find out the length of the hypotenuse, which is the diagonal here BD. So that is equals to root over of BC square plus CD square. That is done by Pythagoras theorem, which is equals to root over of BC square means BC is x, so x square plus CD is x plus 3 whole square. So according to problem, this will become root over of x square plus x plus 3 whole square is equals to 15. So squaring both sides, we have x square plus x plus 3 whole square equals to 15 square, which is x square plus, we are going to use a plus b whole square to simplify this, x square plus 2 into ab. So 2 into 3 into x, which is 6x plus 3 square 9 equals to 15 square 225. 225 comes this side. I have just solved it, and see here I have taken 2 common. My final equation is x square plus 3x minus 108 equals to 0. In question number 6 part 2, so it is mentioned that cost of some kg sugar is 80 rupees. Okay. If 4 kg more sugar was bought at the same price, then the cost of 1 kg sugar difference in both cases would be rupees 1. This is our question. So some kg I will assume that as x. Let cost of x kg sugar equals to rupees 80. Therefore cost of 1 kg sugar equals to 80 by x. This is by unitary method. Now if cost of x plus 4 kg sugar equals to 80 rupees, if I could have got 4 kgs more sugar at the same price, that is 80 rupees, then cost of 1 kg sugar would have been rupees 80 by x plus 4. Now the difference in 1 kg sugar in both cases is 1 rupee. So this price minus this price. Now this is more. Why? Because see, I am dividing the 80 rupees by a greater value. So this fraction will become less. And this I am dividing only by x. So this fraction will become more. So 80 by x minus 80 by x plus 4. That is equals to 1. Now I have just simplified this and this is my final equation. X square plus 4x minus 320 equals to 0. In 6 part 5 we are having the velocity of the stream is given as 2 km per hour. So let the velocity of the boat in still water equals to x km per hour. Therefore speed of the boat downstream is equals to, downstream means we will add these two, alright. So x plus 2 km per hour or 2 plus x km per hour. Speed of the boat upstream means this minus this, that is velocity of the boat in still water minus velocity of the stream. So x minus 2 km per hour. So time taken to cover 21 km downstream is 21 by 2 plus x, that is distance by speed. That will give me the time, and time taken to cover upstream is 21 by x minus 2. So total time taken is given as 10 hours. So I am adding these two times, 21 by x plus 2 and 21 by x minus 2, and that is equals to 10. Now after solving this is a very easy process of solving. This is my final equation. So I hope you have understood, children. I will give you some homeworks. Please complete those and I will give all the solutions in the next class. Thank you, class.